I wanted to address specifically the use of narcotics after surgery. We send people home with narcotics because they do reduce the amount of pain, but quite frankly, narcotics are very dangerous. They have deadly side effects. Narcotics work on the brain like alcohol. They suppress the ability to think and they suppress the ability to breathe. In the United States, since 2001, the amount of narcotic use has gone up exponentially. It's risen so high that the Centers for Disease Control and the President of the United States have declared narcotics to be an epidemic. This epidemic is taking thousands of lives per year. Most of the people who die from narcotics are addicted to them and abuse them. However, there are many deaths that happen every year related to narcotic overdose where patients took the doses at the prescribed amounts. The problem is that, like alcohol, narcotics can have a light effect on one person and a profound effect on somebody else who weighs the same. You could give somebody a pill of Percocet or a drink of alcohol who weighs 130 pounds and they barely feel it, whereas somebody who weighs the same takes the same medicine, they would be significantly impaired, even dangerously impaired to where they would stop breathing. In my practice, I've sadly seen the effects and devastating effects of narcotics. I wanted to share with you one of my patients' stories. My hope in sharing this is to raise awareness of the dangers of these narcotics and prevent tragedies like this from happening.
My name is Amanda Thompson, and I went in to get a tonsillectomy because I had been sick all the time and needed my tonsils out. And 2 nights after I got my tonsils out, it had been a normal night as far as it could be, having surgery 2 days before. And I had watched a movie with my family and we went to bed, and early the next morning I was found nearly dead. At about 11 in the night, I took my medication, my narcotic, and went to bed. And a couple hours later, my mother was telling me that I had to breathe, that my oxygen was going down. I remember looking up to see all of my family's terrified faces and how much they just wanted me back. And my mom was crying out loud, hoping for a miracle. And I remember just sitting there trying to breathe deeply and try to get my breath back. I remember when the paramedics brought me in to the emergency room and put me onto the hospital bed. All the nurses were asking if I felt pain, and all I could think is my chest hurts. Feels like I broke my ribs or something. Something feels broken. And that was due to CPR. I was taking under the prescribed dose that I was given, and I could not wake up. I felt like I was a zombie. The narcotic will never eliminate all of the pain. It can't. It's just not possible. It's better to feel pain than to not feel pain, because you know you're alive when you can hurt. Anyone who is taking care of a loved one who has had their tonsils out or any other surgery, I would tell you that if you're gonna use the narcotic, take the least amount possible. And there's so many other options. You could give them a nice pack, play a game with them, you could go on a walk. Anything that shows them that you're there to support them and that you love them. My hope in sharing my experience today is if I can just save one life, save one family from having to go through my terrifying nightmare, have somebody think again before they take the narcotic, it will all be worth it.